Yes, to put Krishna in the center of our lives is what we read in Srila Prabhupada's books. It's what we share with one another. And it is the reason why our beloved acharyas, since ancient times, have installed the Archamurti, the deities within our temples. In bhakti, the ritual of deity worship has value to the extent it is a form by which we can express our desire to please Krishna and love Krishna. And Krishna is not different than his holy names. There are no hard and fast rules for the chanting of the holy names. But even the chanting of the holy names should not just be done ritualistically. It should be with attention. In deity worship, especially for beginners, Hari Bhakti Vilas, our acharyas, give many rules and regulations of cleanliness and procedure of how to worship the deities. The installed deities in the temple, and we find this in all of our Vaishnava Sampradayas, how Madhvacharya, how he established such high and detailed standards for the worship of the deity. And Sripad Ramanujacharya, 1,000 years ago, he even went to ancient deities that were thousands of years before him. But he reestablished a form of devotion in the formula of the rituals of the deities. He reestablished principles, regulations. In Vrindavan, there is the Nimbarka Sampradaya, and for so long, the deities there have been worshipped, and that worship has been sustained for centuries. Sanatana Goswami, when he first received the mercy of Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan, Srila Prabhupada explains, he was on a swing hanging from a tree on the Dvadasaditya, a hill overlooking the Yamuna River. And he would go out and he would beg for some chickpeas or some wheat flour, and whatever little he had, he offered to Madan Mohan. But later, along with Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he gave to us the Hari Bhakti Vilas, which grows through many, many details of procedures of how to properly honor and worship the deity on the altar. It's not whimsical. But what are all these regulative principles of deity worship for? It is necessary for us so that we take very seriously. We don't forget, because our tendency is to forget. But this is God. This is the absolute truth. This is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimati Radharani and Gopinath, the source of all incarnations, is personally, with all of his opulences, standing in front of me. And by the mercy of our Guru and our Acharyas, is willing to accept our care and service. How merciful is Krishna in the deity form. He's the supreme controller of all controllers. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. He is the cause of all causes, the intelligence of the intelligent, the strength of the strong, the abilities in all beings. He's the source of everything. Sarva Karana Karano. Nothing exists outside of Krishna. And yet all of his energies are emanating from his Supreme Personality in this spiritual world. Krishna has created the earth, all the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, the water that we drink. He's created our mothers and fathers to take care of us. He's created our little growing bodies in the womb of our mothers. He's created our brains, our eyes, our ears. And yet, he comes to us in the form of the deity. In such a way that we could serve him and we could love him. The idea of personally dancing for Radha and Krishna in this spiritual world is an inconceivable concept. The idea of cleaning their temple, of cooking for them, of making offerings for them, of making and presenting garlands to them, dressing them, bathing them. What to speak of singing their holy names for their pleasure and expanding their glories by reaching the hearts of so many of their suffering children of this world. When Srila Prabhupada asked us to put Krishna in the center and to be sincere, we need to understand the urgency of not acting according to the impulses of the false ego, of these inclinations towards satisfying I and mine,